What is up, guys? It's the Real Pain coming to you with another figure review. Today I'm gonna have a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Wizard Flame Style. This is one of the Kamen Rider Wizard figures that's still missing. I have a bunch of them. I didn't really review them. I mean, I had the blue one, the water style, back in the day, but it was like a review that not really people watched. So I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna spend much more time with that. But you know, I just got this one the other day, so I thought I'd give it another try and maybe go back on the other ones. But anyway, this is the nice packaging. I really like the overall gem style. From the Bandai, of course, you got the logos, the Machinations. And what the hell is even that? Oh, a toy company. Okay, and the Kamen Rider Wizard logo going on. Yeah. I like the slick black, and I like the red shiny thing, and so I'm really a fan of these Kamen Rider Wizard figures, even though they all have the same basic style of the black, and you have the red one, there's a blue one, there's a green one, and I think also like the golden one. You have fire, water, wind, and earth, and the white wizard, but that's a whole different thing. Now let's get out of the box. It's my kind of magic, and the camera focusing. Oh, there you go. Like I said, the thing that really pops with me with these Kamen Rider Wizards is it's fairly unique. I mean, unique, let's be honest here, the Kamen Rider figures are all fairly unique. Pretty unique. Just unique. It's just fairly unique, that doesn't exist. It's unique, or it's not unique. Overall detail, overall look of the figure. As you can tell, you have a lot of shiny parts going on in the helmet, and you kind of got like the gems going on in the chest. You have a nice and metallic red line going down there with the more plasticky belt, but it's still fairly shiny if the light hits it. And we got the gray with the good-looking logo over there, gray line going all across. A little bit unclean there. But the thing with these Kamen Riders is always the helmets. I mean, the helmets, they always do like an amazing job on those. It's nice and shiny, and like I said, it looks like a gem. And you got all the detail going on over there. And you got the gems going on in his belt. I mean, the rings. This is like kind of like the ring he's wearing. So for the different forms, like I said before, for the water, wind, land, and then there's some empty spots, I guess, or whatever the hell this is. There's also like, what other forms are there? I mean, there's like a flame wizard, no, flame dragon wizard or something like that. There's a lot. They have a lot of forms. Let's have a look at size, actually, which I usually start the review off with, but I'm kind of, you know, I guess it's different this time. I was just kind of amazed by all the things going on in this figure. First of all, he stands at about 14 and a half centimeters to the top of his razor fins, you know, the shark, kind of like the shark fins going on there. That's 14 and a half, but it's about 14 if you're just going to the top of his head, which means he's about 5.5, a little over 5.5 inches to the top of his helmet, or like 5/8, 5/6, 5/7 to the fins. Well, I just gave you a lot of different numbers, but you know. Inches. Sorry guys, I don't have a proper ruler to get that. Articulation wise, I think I'm not gonna waste too much time on it, but because by now you should know, it's SH Figuarts, it's Kamen Rider. It's basically the same thing, we've seen it before. First of all, the head is fairly limited, doesn't go forward as much as room you have, and doesn't go back that much, but you get most articulation out of the neck anyway. But you also have the wiggle motion, but like I said, the head itself, it rotates around and back and forth. Then we have the shoulders, which have the kind of little hinge over here for the pads, for the shoulder pads, and then you have the big ball, nice and molded, by the way. Look at that. There's actually that's molded detail in there. It's not just, you know, big bag. It's actually molded. But anyway, you're gonna have this, which goes into the torso, and you have kind of the floaty piece in there, so you can rotate it around. It goes up and around. They have the hinge over there, so you can move that, and you move it all the way around. Like I said, then you have a swivel at the bicep, double hinged elbows, and the ball pack in the wrist, goes around and back and forth, and it's kind of stiff right now, so it doesn't really go around at all. What's going on over there? What is going on over there? It's kind of you hear it. So this is pre-owned, by the way, so don't. I've never had something like this. I've never had such a stiff ball joint, but yeah, as you can tell, it goes around. It works. It's there. It's just kind of weird. And then at the torso, you have, let's see, fairly good motion actually. Goes back, goes forward, and you have nice little gems over there. So the sculpt doesn't get broken up at all. There's no holes, there's no problems, and it rotates around as well. So this is a floaty piece. Actually, no, let me see. It is a floaty piece, but it's on there tightly, so it doesn't really get in the way. And you have this is, like I said, this is all plasticky, so this also kind of just doesn't hinder any movement. Then down here at the legs, you got the crotch piece. Leg goes forward very, very nicely actually, and goes out the side, leaves a huge gap over there, unfortunately. But goes out the side, yeah, it goes to the back, and also it doesn't actually rotate. I mean, it rotates a little bit around there. You can see there's the piece where the hinge is on, where the ball pack. There's actually, you can just see the ball pack sticking out there. But yeah, you can rotate that, the molded, like the more painted, like the more refined part of the pants. You can rotate that around, and this part will stay. So then we have the knees with a nice little knee pad on there, makes it look good. Also double hinge, just like the elbow. And the feet go back, forward, and you have an ankle rocker side to side all the way because there's nothing hindered. And you have a toe hinge. Beep. So there's the articulation. Now let's have a look at the accessories because there's quite a lot to cover there. Let's go. I hope you like hands because there are a lot. Always with the nice and detailed rings on there. That's super great actually. I love that. Just look at that detail. Let's just look at the amount of detail going on to these tiny rings. Just like the paint job on the hand is amazing, and the detail in the kind of like mask face ring is great. So you got your open hands, you got your fist hands, you got like more posing hands, and like more still open hands, and you got the two grabbing hands at the end there to hold. It has weapons, which we'll get to of course. But yeah, grab, open, posing, and more open. Of course, you need stuff to grab. First of all, he has a big gun, which is nice metallic in the gray, shiny, with this little red stripe over there, and you have like kind of like a see-through part in there. Of course, you got the hand going on, the magic pimp hand, I guess. Probably not. I mean magic, probably got the magic pipe, and you have like, oh, a little, I love these nice little touches. Little line of gold, paint job, amazing, and shiny hand with more golden, which kind of transforms into a sword, and here's like the sword form of the gun. Let's see, how does it even stack up? Yeah, it's just like, probably just pops out and you have a knife. Sword, knife, Final Fantasy, never mind, what was it, 9? 7, no, 8? 8 or 9, I don't remember. I don't know, I don't even know if that's the morphing thing, but yeah, basically where that goes is in the belt buckle. I kinda should have put that on there. Again, detail-wise, this is just stunning. You can even see the hand is see-through, and there's some stuff going on under there. I love it. And you have a different belt. Now, what's the different belt for? The only real difference is that you have this piece, which is kind of lifted up. Now, why is that? Because you actually get an extra robe for like more action poses, or when he's flying and, you know, jumping and kicking around. You got this one, so just take the torso off, just take this off, and then you put this on, and then you can put that belt on where the plasticky thing doesn't hinder it at all, because already it's kind of like made so it fits on there nicely. So that's that. And finally, he also comes with a base, an amazing looking base, Kamen Rider Wizard Flame style. You got the logo going on there and all these. Man, just look at this. Not only bases are always appreciated, but this one is nice and red with detail on there in the black and everything. And of course you got the claw going on. You got all the stuff you need for it. So yeah, tons of stuff. Appreciate it. So now it is time for the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Well, the only negative thing I kind of have is that the hand movement is fairly limited, and it's kind of, the sculpt is kind of even putting it down, like even limiting even more because of the collar over here. But that's really it. I also didn't mention that this is soft plastic, but you kind of saw that, I guess, when I put it up. But it is soft plastics, completely bendable, it's not gonna get in your way of your poses at all. So, the good part, well, I mean everything else, it's just like, I just gotta tell you guys, if you're into Kamen Rider or not, if you're just into amazing figures, I highly recommend you get at least one of these, because there's like red, blue, green, or yellow. Pick one of these colors, pick your favorite, and the transforming thingy just kind of fell off, and I can't find it anymore. Hold on, it's behind the camera. So it's actually like, you know, if the you turn it down like that, because there's like this part over there. Quick tutorial on the fly. Wow, I looked for that word for a long time now. But anyway, like I said, definitely recommend it, and just one of the best looking figures I own. Seriously, that much. And I'm not even hyped for because of the show, because I never watched the show. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like, and subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever. Kamen Rider Wizard. What's goodbye.